Friends, welcome to the Daily Inch.
Oh, hello.
While I'm away researching Murder Mile, here's a little treat to keep you entertained over the next 3 weeks. 15 little stories which are fun, rambly, informative, but not essential to listen to. Each story has been written and presented in a tongue-in-cheek way and are not for the easily offended. Murder Mile returns on Thursday the 24th of August 2023. But until then, there's this. The Daily Inch. Number 22. The Curliest Brown Banana. Life is full of rules, which no one is ever taught, and yet everyone must abide. They're unwritten and unspoken, but God help you if you ever get one wrong, as you'll risk either being tutted at or banned. Ergo, this whole hoo-ha when it comes to buying clothes. It's okay to buy pajamas, but it's not okay to wear pajamas when you're buying pajamas, as society dictates that first you must get undressed out of the pajamas you're wearing, into a completely different set of clothes to buy a set of something you were already wearing in the first place. It makes no sense at all. It's like a goalie putting on a bright pink tutu to purchase a football shirt. But we do it, as them's the rules, right? The same goes with trying on clothes. Slip on a set of slacks or a shirt, and nobody blinks as the cotton brushes against your bare, sweaty skin, soaking up big old blobs of BO for the next 20 or 30 wearers to savour. But underwear? No. Even though they are made of skin, a mysterious committee has vetoed unpaid cotton covers to hide your nips, knobs and noo-noos from brushing against flaps and dangles, cracks and crevices. Why? Because them's the rules. What's weirder? Trying on a pair of knickers in the privacy of a changing room against your naked skin as they were designed to be worn? Or standing in Marks and Spencer's, sliding on and off a pair of Grundies over your own trousers and your own pants, giving the whole shop an ogle of your arse shape as you go, they're nice, in a mirror. All of which is redundant, as the rules state that no one must ever see your underwear except you. The same goes with restaurants. You must only order what's on the menu, as only knobs order what isn't. Always talk to your guests, but never anyone else's. It's right to use the cutlery in front of you, even though that particular cutlery has been in thousands of strangers' unsightly gobs, drenched in spittle and plaque. But it's downright weird to bring your own. Like the food, but don't lick the plate. Ask for ketchup, but only use it on the chips. If the sign says eat as much as you like, don't, otherwise you'll look like a massive pig. And even though every meal in that restaurant is technically paid for, it's unacceptable to snaffle a bite off everybody's plate, even if you offer them a piece of your own. Do that, and even though it's nice to share, you'll get booted out. Why? 'Cause them's the rules. And as we all know, there are rules about where you can whittle and plop. In a public toilet is good, but just in public is bad. At home is good, in a show home is bad. Turds in museums are only educational if they're really old or were parked out by a person of interest. You can point Percy against a porcelain wall with no repercussions whatsoever. But if said urinal is removed from said wall, instantly you're a criminal. And of course, it's okay if your dog does a crap on the pavement and you bag it up and then bin it. But just not your own poo. Them's the rules. We all know that. Just as we know, you must never do a turd in the pick and mix. On an unrecorded date in 2016, At an unspecified cinema chain in an unmentioned British town, 35-year-old Frances Grant had been to the pub for a few cheeky sherbets, and she decided to go and see the Tom Hanks film Sully. Coincidentally, a film about an accident. Only she would have a very different type of accident. While standing at the pick and mix, loading up a jumbo cup of dolly mixtures, jelly beans and bonbons, suddenly, whether owing to the excitement of the upcoming film or simply being shocked at the cost of half a cup of barely edible sweets, Frances broke one of life's little rules. As Claire Berry, reporter for the Sunday Sport, would state, "Big-boned Frances quickly dropped her leggings and emptied her bowels in the nearest container of sweeties. Frances said, 'I know it was wrong, but to be honest, we'd had a few ciders by then and I wasn't thinking straight. And I only shat in those chewy banana thingies. Nobody likes them anyway.'" Spotted by a member of staff, Frances was ejected from the unnamed cinema, later stating, "To be fair, I deserve to be chucked out for that. If nothing else, my shit really stank, as we'd had some curried cabbage for tea." 2 days later, Frances got a letter from the cinema's solicitors saying that she was banned from the entire cinema chain, and her name had been passed on to the other chains, warning them of her behaviour. Frances told the Sunday Sport, "I can hardly get banned from every cinema in the country, all because I did one little shit." Yes, you can, Frances, because as we all know, them's the rules. The Daily Inch returns tomorrow. And of course, there are 15 more Daily Inches if you scroll through Murder Mile's back catalogue. Thank you for listening.